kind of funny. So if you guys watched the last video, we were here in the last video as well. We are here again to pick up a new piece for the FRS that I'm going to reveal to you guys just in a second. But it's funny because I'm here all the time. Before we go ahead and start today's video, I have some good news for you guys, and I also have some bad news. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the good news. The good news is we are almost done modifying this car. We are almost done putting this car where it needs to be at. Obviously there's a couple of more things that I'm going to be changing out next year and in the following couple of months, but for now I'm really happy with how the car is, and we are switching 2 more things onto the car today. So again, I'm really happy with the car, and I'm really happy to add these 2 more mods onto the car to make it finally perfect and where it needs to be at for the end of the 2021 season. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the bad news. Some of you guys may have heard, and I personally reached out to a lot of you guys, the FRS was vandalized. FRS was keyed from the rear driver's side taillight all the way to the front fender. As you guys can see, that is the damage on the car. It is a key or something very sharp dug into the OEM paint, and it is very deep. I've been holding off on getting it repaired because it is a very expensive fix, and personally for me, I don't want to go ahead and pay for that out of my pocket. The individuals that did it were kids. They were from the ages from 11 to 13. Now, I don't know why they went ahead and did it. They must have thought they were cool by doing it or something. And at the time, I did call the police, but as of right now, 2 weeks later, the police hasn't really been much help. Now, the main contact that I have with the police is through email, and they have just been ignoring me and not really replying to my emails. I've realized that this incident, the situation that happened, isn't really important to them, so they put it to the side and they're worrying about other things, which I can get, but at the same time it does suck because I really want my car to be repaired and I really want all of this to be fixed. I also was going to go ahead and make a whole entire video for you guys, a small story time of what happened and go into all the details of what has been happening, but I decided to not upload that video. That video has a bunch of sad and negative vibes, and I don't really like to promote that onto the channel. I try my best to make my videos have positive vibes, so I went ahead and scratched that whole entire video. Now throughout the next couple of videos, I'll try my best to give you guys an update on what is happening, but honestly, I have no idea what to do, and if you guys have been in a similar situation, please let me know in the comment section below. Before we go any further, huge shout out to Zuffer and Imran. These guys helped get some of the scratch out, so they wet sanded the car, they cut, buffed, and polished the scratch, which took some of the non-deep scratches out, and here's how the car looks after. We pretty much ended up saving a section of this quarter panel, so from here, you can't really feel the scratch or see the scratch. It is very little, and then over here is where it's really visible. Now these small things right here, I can touch a pen, so I don't really have a problem with that, but it's just the bigger scratches that is the problem. I'm pretty scared to touch a pen this, and I want it to be perfect. I don't want it to be a rush job or a bad job, so we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do about this. Other thing, I don't know how well you guys can tell in camera, but if you guys can see, the door is dented right over there, and there's another dent right over there. It's very hard to pick up, but there is 2 dents on the car from these scratches. Now, as you guys can see, the key mark is still visible, but it isn't as visible as it was before, and I'm pretty happy with the job that they did. I'm sure that it saved me a lot of money when I go ahead and get this side repaired. So enough of the bad news. It does suck that it happened, but I'm trying my best to keep a positive mindset throughout it all. That being said, let's go ahead and get back into the good news, get started with the mods that we just picked up for the car. Now, one of the mods I just picked up from Racing Bees, as you guys just saw, it is a new window visor for the rear. The last one I had was way too aggressive, and I didn't really like how it looked. This is currently the back end of the car. As you guys can see, the rear window visor that we installed in the last video is gone. I decided to get rid of it since it was way too aggressive for the car, but we went ahead and picked up another rear window visor right over here that is not too aggressive, and we're gonna go ahead and install this one onto the car. Hopefully this one looks good. The other one, again, it was way too aggressive, and this one is less aggressive, so I'm hoping that this one looks better than the last one. I quickly went ahead and installed the visor onto the car. This is how it looks. I'll give you guys more clips near the end of today's video. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the front. A very small issue that I was having that I thought just did not look nice on the car was the boomerangs don't match the turn signal. So I went ahead and bought new front turn signal bulbs for the front end of the car so they match. Hopefully it works, hopefully they match. I honestly have no idea how this is gonna go. Let's go ahead and install it onto the car. These are the new bulbs I got. They're the exact same thing as this, but this one should have a different color that matches the boomerang, and then this one has a lighter color that does not match the boomerang. So hopefully these work. So it didn't really match perfectly, but we did get them to match a lot better than what it did before. And I'm pretty happy with the $25 I spent on these front turn signals and daytime running lights. Again, it's not a dead-on match, but it does look better than what it did before. If you guys want to know what lights I'm running, I'll have them linked in the description below. This is how it looks in the night. It's kind of similar. There's still a difference. This used to be a lot more blue, but it's probably the best I'm gonna get, so that's how it looks. So the last visor kicked up a lot, and this one has a small kick, and that makes it less aggressive, so it goes a lot better with the build. Once we go ahead and get this wrapped to match this color right over here, once all of this is black, I feel like it will look even more better. But from this angle, I kind of don't really like it as much, but once we get the roof wrapped, I know it will flow really, really well. So as you guys just saw, we added the window visor, which looks really, really great in my opinion, and I'm super happy that it looks better than the last one we had on the car. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys like the last one or you like this one better. Also in the front, as you guys can see, we got the DRLs to match the boomerang. Obviously it's not a 100% match, but it definitely is better than what it was before. Now before, the bottom lights I have were more blue, the top were white. Now both of them are white, and it does look good. And also it's a lot brighter than the last one, so I have more visibility with the headlights. Now with that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a like on today's video, as that helps a ton. And if you haven't subscribed yet, scroll down below and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys all in the next video.